evening, everybody. Welcome to this evening's Leadership Success Tip. I'm Jamal Maxsam, and I'm just going to jump on for a couple of minutes to talk to you and share from my heart regarding the topic of leadership. This week, we are talking about, or I'm asking really the question, why did this happen? You know, as leaders, we face situations and challenges that are a natural part of our leadership, and it just comes with the territory. So we have to really be in a good headspace when we face these challenges, as well as face the unknowns and the things we can't plan for that come to us. But I want to make this statement, and I want you really to remember this and really think about this and let this, be a part of your thoughts and your perspective. Every situation is favorable if you only see it that way. I'll say it again. Every situation is favorable for you, but you must see it that way. Now, I know what you're thinking, because there are a lot of things that don't seem favorable. When you are dealing with resistance and people are just resisting your leadership for no apparent reason, when you're doing all the right things, but people still aren't responding to you, or they're resisting your leadership when you are trying to make improvements and share ideas and fresh perspectives. It's like they're pushing back at you. And it's almost like they're fighting for the status quo. They're fighting to keep things the same, as if the same is good enough. When you as a leader see a vision for it to be greater and to have, more impact and greater profits and really maximize the team more, you face that resistance. And it's not just resistance to change, because sometimes people will say, well, they just weren't ready for change. But even when you do all the right things to help them prepare to change, they still resist. You might, as a leader, face people who may take things personal and come after you personally. They'll try to damage your reputation. They'll talk about you, lie on you, accuse you of stuff. Or you may have an inner circle who you carefully selected, who may betray you or plot to try to have you plot your downfall as a leader, or even turn their back on you when other resistance comes. And so all of these things you may face, and you might be thinking, why is this happening? And when you are a leader, sometimes you're facing challenges, in the space you're leading, whether it's a team, an organization, or as the business owner, or even as a pastor. You might be dealing with challenges in leading. At the same time, you may be dealing with personal challenges. It seems like almost like a perfect storm when you're in leadership, because you start dealing with stuff at home, whether it be financial or family members or relationships, all while dealing with stuff in the place you're leading. But I'm going to tell you again, all of these things are favorable for you, meaning they're not designed to help you. They are designed to hurt you. However, you can make those things, if you see it a certain way, cause you to be more established in your leadership, and you can use those things as fuel that will propel you to your next level in life and in leadership. Because how you respond to those challenges, how you think them through, how you continue to be your authentic self, how you continue to love the people who are not loving you back, or demonstrate kindness to people who you may feel like don't deserve it. I mean, just being real. But when you keep demonstrating kindness to them, when you keep doing the right thing regardless of what people say and do, when you hold your head up and don't allow people's words or actions to affect how you feel about yourself, what you say about yourself, how you feel about them, and what you say about them, it strengthens and establishes your leadership and puts you in a place of leading that you wouldn't get to without it. And so I'm telling you, when these things begin to happen to you, look for the growth opportunity, because make it happen for you versus happening to you. And it has to be a perspective that you have. It has to be an intentionality that you approach it with. Because when resistance comes, just think and say, look, this thing is going to make me better and push me to a greater level of leading, and I'm going to have a greater level of influence, and I'm going to have a greater impact on those I serve. So that's it for this week. I want you to be successful and lead like a champion.